What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about, is Luna the next best carry? Now I'm expecting Luna to get buffed in the next patch. I think Luna could definitely be the next best carry, or at least be in the top 5, because as of right now Luna's sitting at under 50% win rate, so not optimal. I still think the hero could definitely perform in some very good games, but the matchups have to be in your favor, and you do need a pretty good lineup that could buy you some time, as Luna's not the type of hero that likes to fight with one item. She likes to build 2, 3, even 4 items before starting to actually pick up steam and starting to fight a lot more often. It's the type of hero that does need quite a bit of space. Now don't sleep on Luna. She could definitely fight early with the Conda build and the phylactery. She could definitely fight early with that build, but you do need an Aghanim Scepter to really perform, and I think the build really falls off very quickly. I don't really recommend that build a whole lot. I think right click Luna is still the best way to go, and the typical build is going to be Wraith Band into a wand, and then you're going to get Tread's Mask of Madness, Dragon Lances next, and then you're either going to get Manta or Chrysalis. So it depends. If it's a game where you really don't need Manta and you can afford to get it later, get that Chrysalis. It's going to give you that extra bit of damage. It's going to help you do a lot more if you do need to fight and you need a fighting item. You can get that Chrysalis for that extra damage, then go back for the Manta, get yourself a shard if you're going to benefit from it. If there's a lot of melee heroes on the enemy team and they're constantly up in your face, then make sure you can buff up your lunar orbit. So by getting your shard, you're going to be in a much better position, and you're going to be able to do much more damage and be a lot tankier when it comes to fighting melee heroes. Now Luna typically doesn't have a whole lot of range, so make sure you upgrade to Hurricane Pike and then also upgrade to a Daedalus. And then in the late game, you're going to have a Butterfly and a Satanic, so you can get rid of that Mask of Madness. This hero pumps out a ton of damage. However, because her short range can be a hindrance, it is pretty tough to go up against matchups like Sniper, Drow Ranger. Heroes with a lot of range can definitely make Luna's life a very painful one, and you want to make sure you are in a good position. Now if you feel like you need to build a Silver Edge or a Blink Dagger on the Luna, then go for it, because positioning on this hero is very important, because you want to be in a good position to be able to use your ultimate, but also in a good position to be able to get out. The hero does perform very well in the laning phase. You can farm very easily. You can even get the Mask of Madness before getting the treads and start taking stacks very early. Once your glaives are at level 3, you can easily go to the jungle if you're being forced into it, but other than that, the ideal situation is for you to farm jungle and to farm lane as well. That way you're going to be online super quickly. Usually on Luna, you try to aim for about a 22 to 25 minute timing. That should be plenty of time for you to have at least 3 items in your inventory to be able to perform. Now you can get these a lot faster, but typically that is the timing that you guys are going to be going for. You can be online a little bit earlier as well. If your team needs you and they're a bit more desperate, you could fight a little bit early with your Eclipse, and then when that's on cooldown, you can go back to farming. Let's break down some of the best and worst matchups for the Luna. Some of the best ones are Lycan, Phantom Assassin, Terrorblade, Troll Warlord, Lone Druid. These matchups you are very good up against. Most of these heroes are melee, so you're gonna have a really good time. Lone Druid being ranged, but the bear is melee. Pretty much any melee hero you're gonna have a really good time up against because of your lunar orbit. That's gonna allow you to do much more damage close range, and since Luna doesn't have a whole lot of range, you pretty much fight almost melee all the time because everybody wants to get up close and personal with you. So typically you want to face up against a lot of melee heroes in the enemy team. Some of the bad matchups are Medusa, Beastmaster, Shadow Shaman, Centaur, Kunkka, Sniper. These heroes are quite difficult, not only because they can outrange you, but they can outsustain your damage. Heroes like Medusa don't really care about the Eclipse. You can build the Fusel and kind of deal with her that way, but you need to out farm the Medusa, and also in the ultra late game, you really don't win that matchup either, so it can be very problematic for you to go up against a Medusa. It's not one of your best matchups, and heroes like Shadow Demon can make illusions of you, which can easily start causing problems for your team, and you can start getting those lanes pushed in, and that can also be a problem, as well as the rest of Shadow Demon's kit just does very well against Luna in general. And heroes like Kunkka also do very well because his combo can easily disrupt you, and you can get chain stunned enough to the point where you die. Luna is quite tanky, but she needs to be hitting so you can lifesteal and do as much as possible, but if you are just in a loop getting chain stunned, you will die very quickly. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about Luna. Do you guys think she will be buffed next patch? I think she will. She she does need a buff to be able to be meta again, and I do hope so. Luna is one of my favorite carries, and she is in a decent spot, but I really would like to see her more buffed. I would like to see her in a better position. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, leave a like and a comment, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for watching.